Colombia is making history with a tunnel so long it stretches nearly 10 kilometers under Colombia's rugged Andes, cutting travel time in half and connecting millions of people like never before. This $140 million investment, the Guillermo Gaviria Echeverri Tunnel, also known as the Toyo Tunnel, isn't just breaking records, it's transforming travel and connecting Colombia's vibrant cities to its coastal regions. But what does it take to carve out a nearly 10-kilometer tunnel through one of the most challenging mountain ranges in the world? Stay with us till the end to find out. Colombia's tunnels have been more than just pathways. From ancient pre-Columbian trails to cutting-edge engineering feats, tunnel construction in Colombia has come a long way. Our story begins not with concrete or steel, but with the trails of pre-Columbian civilizations. These ancient paths, like the one from Sogamoso to Yopal, were vital for trade and movement through Colombia's difficult terrain. Along this trail, early tunnels marked the first steps in Colombia's tunneling journey. Fast forward to the 19th and early 20th centuries, when Colombia saw its first tunneling boom during the rise of the National Railroad. Over 85 tunnels, totaling 11 kilometers, were constructed, making it possible for trains to cross Colombia's mountainous landscapes. The La Quiebra Tunnel, completed in 1929 along the Antioquia Railroad, was the crown jewel. Stretching nearly 4 kilometers, it paved the way for even more ambitious tunnel projects. When trains began to decline and cars became the main mode of transport, Colombia repurposed some of these railroad tunnels as rural road tunnels, like the tunnel in Cibate and the one on Avenida Santander in Manizales. These tunnels adapted to new needs, keeping Colombia connected as road infrastructure developed. By the 1950s, Colombia was facing a new challenge, connecting major cities through mountainous regions. 5 tunnels on the road from Buga to Buenaventura marked the country's first major road tunnel initiative, totaling nearly a kilometer. Then came the 1970s and 80s energy boom, bringing tunnels for hydroelectric projects. The Chivor and Guavio plants alone saw the construction of nearly 20 access tunnels, further advancing Colombia's tunneling expertise. The late 20th and early 21st centuries marked the dawn of Colombia's modern tunneling era. By the end of the 2020s, Colombia is expected to have around 300 kilometers of road tunnels, setting new standards in excavation techniques, safety measures, and engineering design. And a real-life example of this vision is the Guillermo Gaviria Echeverri Tunnel, because when it's finished, it'll be South America's longest tunnel, stretching over 6 miles, cutting through rugged mountains in Antioquia between Giraldo and Cañasgordas. This project is more than just a tunnel. It's a showcase of Colombia's growing expertise in engineering and a gateway to economic growth. Beyond connecting cities, it's expected to make transporting goods across Colombia quicker and more cost-effective, boosting commerce in the region. And it's not just about speed. The Toyo Tunnel will also support local communities by drawing in tourism to Antioquia's beautiful landscapes and vibrant culture. With 29 bridges and 18 additional tunnels, the entire project promises to be a traveler's dream. But that's not all. The Toyo Tunnel even reached a record-breaking depth of 900 meters. Engineers from around the world came together to make this happen, bringing in cutting-edge tech and creative solutions to make sure it's not only the longest, but also the deepest tunnel in Latin America. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Engineers encountered tough geological formations on both ends of the tunnel. On the Cañasgordas side, sedimentary rocks were tough to drill through due to their unstable nature. Over on the Giraldo side, they had igneous rocks, which are more stable but not without challenges. Building the longest tunnel on the continent also didn't come cheap or easy. With a budget of around $140 million, Colombia poured massive resources and faced some serious challenges along the way, from rugged mountain profiles to the need for cutting-edge construction tech. Designed to support speeds up to 80 kilometers per hour, it's set to integrate with 2 fourth-generation highways, MAR 1 and MAR 2. This isn't just a road, it's a bridge linking Antioquia's thriving economy to the Caribbean, laying the foundation for what they're calling the Long City of Four Hearts. But when you're working in a nearly 10-kilometer tunnel, ventilation is key. Fresh air had to be pumped constantly to keep conditions safe. Now, this might sound straightforward, but the challenges on this project were anything but. One major hurdle: the ventilation system. The initial design had bulky ventilation pipes that took up a third of the tunnel, making air quality and visibility difficult for the workers. And of course, good ventilation isn't just nice to have, it's critical for worker safety. But with traditional methods, the airflow was weak, visibility was poor, and timelines were slipping. That's when the construction team brought in Epiroc to come up with a new solution. and they came up with the idea to use the emergency gallery as a ventilation tube. This innovative solution transformed the project. They added screen doors every 450 meters in the emergency gallery, creating a perfectly sealed channel that pumps fresh air directly to the tunnel's center. As a result, the air quality and visibility improved immediately, creating a safer, more comfortable environment for the team. One worker even said it's the cleanest air they've ever had in a tunnel. The engineering precision was also spot on. On October 6th at 7:30 a.m., a powerful explosion broke through the final rock barrier, achieving a near-perfect alignment between two massive excavation fronts. This milestone was a massive victory for Colombia's engineering, a testament to years of planning and the determination of over 2,000 workers from all over the world. But the Guillermo Gaviria Echeverri Tunnel isn't just one tunnel. It's part of a mega project that includes 18 tunnels, 30 bridges, and over 17 kilometers of open-air roads, connecting the region from Medellin to the Urabá ports in record time. When finished, this route will cut travel from Medellin to the Urabá region to just 4.5 hours. This massive project is set to change the entire logistics and transport dynamics of Colombia's center and southwest, benefiting thousands of people daily. For decades, the mountainous terrain was a significant barrier to efficient travel and trade. But now the dream of connecting Medellin and the rest of Colombia to the world is becoming a reality. The tunnel also represents a crucial step towards the larger Pan-American highway vision, connecting the Americas from Patagonia in the south to Alaska in the north. By making travel and cargo transportation faster and safer, this tunnel has put Colombia on the map as a global engineering leader. Imagine 900 meters beneath the mountain, this tunnel didn't just set records, it also encountered massive challenges. However, the skill and precision of Antioquia's engineers allow them to meet every challenge with a nearly flawless alignment and outstanding performance. Now, digging this deep in the Andes is no easy task. The consortium behind the project includes Colombiana de Infraestructuras, Carlos Alberto Solarte, CASS Constructores, and tunnel engineering specialist Estima Estudios y Manejos. They're bringing in top-tier equipment from Swedish manufacturer Epiroc, like the Boomer XC3C and E2C jumbos, which have excavated over 1.4 million cubic meters of rock so far. WSP, a global engineering consultancy, has been instrumental in the tunnel's design. They conducted all sorts of studies, including transportation, soil stability, geotechnics, pavement design, and more, to make sure this project is rock solid, literally. With each study, they're ensuring this tunnel will stand the test of time. And most importantly, to ensure safety and efficiency, Invias is equipping the tunnel with state-of-the-art electromechanical systems. The Toyo Tunnel has 90 SOS cabins, 115 fire hydrant niches, and 9 emergency parking spots along the route. It's equipped with the latest tech, including an advanced IDS system with voice and video communication, infrared cameras, and gas concentration meters, all monitored from a state-of-the-art control center. To ensure durability, the tunnel even features a reinforced concrete lining with added steel bars and synthetic microfibers for extra fire resistance. Even water leaks aren't a problem. There's a drainage system to channel water out safely and minimize any environmental impact. Construction for this colossal project started back in 2016, all thanks to an agreement between the Antioquia government and the Antioquia Al Mar Consortium, aptly named from Antioquia to the sea. And their mission? To open up faster, more efficient routes between Colombia's central regions, its bustling cities, and its coasts, bringing Medellin within just 4 hours of the Caribbean coastline. With construction underway, this project has already generated about 1,000 jobs, using some of the most advanced techniques in tunnel engineering to tackle the challenging terrain. But there's been a bump in the road. Financing delays have pushed back the timeline, and although the original opening was planned for 2024, the revised goal is now set for 2026. Despite the hurdles, progress is happening, and now with new funding on the table, it seems like it's finally getting closer to completion. In June 2024, a connection bridge was completed, bringing the project closer to the finish line. When it's fully operational, the Toyo Tunnel will revolutionize travel across Colombia's mountains and become a vital link in the country's 4G highway network. Here's what's left. The tunnel structure itself is almost finished, but there's a lot more work to be done. The next big tasks: installing electromechanical equipment, finishing a 19-kilometer access road, and building 3 smaller tunnels, 7 bridges, and about 6 kilometers of open roadway. All this construction is estimated to take another 18 to 24 months at least. This delay raises some important questions. Will funding remain steady until the project is done? And how will these setbacks impact Colombia's transportation goals? Now, we ask such questions because this tunnel impacts 85% of Antioquia's population, bringing communities closer and sparking new economic opportunities across the region. With the project being funded by both the Medellin Mayor's Office and the Antioquia government, this project has no private concessions, ensuring full public ownership and accountability. But that's not all. While the tunnel itself is nearing completion, the project's second stage, connecting Santa Fe and Giraldo, requires a little more support. This stage includes complex infrastructure and is managed by the National Highway Institute, which will also equip the tunnel with advanced electromechanical systems for top-notch safety and operation. Now, here's an interesting detail. There will be a toll, but don't worry. There's also a toll-free alternative route if you prefer. And yes, motorcycles are allowed in this tunnel, unlike the Oriente Tunnel. So whether you're driving a car or riding a bike, you'll have access to this historic route. Of course, we can't forget to talk about the visionary behind this project, Guillermo Gaviria Echeverri. He envisioned this tunnel over 4 decades ago, recognizing the impact it could have on connecting Medellin to international trade routes. Naming this tunnel after him is a tribute to his foresight and commitment to infrastructure. And speaking of journeys, did you know that this tunnel aligns almost perfectly with the centennial of Colombia's first Highway to Sea initiative? Back in 1926, pioneers took on the daunting Medellin turbo route. And now, nearly 100 years later, that dream of a direct link from Antioquia to the sea is finally a reality. So, what's next? The Guillermo Gaviria Echeverri Tunnel is set to be fully operational in 2026, and it's about to make a real difference in how people move and do business in Colombia. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about Colombia's transformation with this ambitious project? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.